Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Peter and today I want to talk about, or ask the question I should say, are you a lighthouse for other people to become better? Are you a lighthouse for other people to become better? I'll give you a good greeting. So bang at samida, om shanti, peace to you, peace to me. Yes, are you a lighthouse for other people to become better, or are you stuck in this lower energies that are almost reptilian? Where's David Icke when you need him? Almost reptilian, where you're stuck in those lower chakras, the negative energies of the lower chakras, where you're not helping people to become their best versions. That's where a lot of people are at. A lot of people are at that. But I'm actually starting to raise my vibration and starting to meet people on a different level who are wanting to raise everybody else's vibration and work together. There's big networks that are starting to happen, and they're looking at all this crazy stuff and almost ignoring it, saying, no, well, okay, we got what we got here, we're going to build this up. Let that go. It is coming to an end. We're living in the end times, we're living in the apocalypse, the lifting of the veil. All of that garbage is going to go. It's going to get more and more traumatic the more and more people hold on to it. When they hold on to it, what happens? Things start to break. They break. Let it go. Let it all go. Try and get yourself out of the matrix, out of the 9 to 5 work, out of all these circles and cycles that we get stuck in, and become a lighthouse for other people to become better. That's why I set up this YouTube channel, is to express myself in many ways, different ways, with many different subjects, but the main point of it all is for us to clear our preconceptions, clear all these old emotions that get attached to the body, and we use our subconscious to go to these emotions, and we do robotic responses. We respond, or react I should say, from the subconscious, rather than reacting from the conscious mind, or responding from the conscious mind, where it would be more thoughtful, more sincere, more authentic, rather than this conditioning, the 95% of the brain back there conditioned into these positions that we're in, where we need to compete and fight with each other. A very good story for that, where human beings are separated. If you imagine 6 blind people going and having to go and use their hands to touch an elephant and explain what the elephant is. Imagine the person at the trunk. Well, the elephant is like this bendy thing with 2 holes at the end of it, and it's very soft and flexible but strong at the same time. And the other blind man would say, no, it's like a big flat surface if you're touching its ear. So no, it's like this wrinkly, big, round, almost round feeling oval, which should be touching the stomach. No. The other blind man would say, no, it's like this. It's like a tree trunk, but it's got these 3 or 4. I think it's 3, isn't it, on an elephant? 3 nails, and it goes up, and it feels like a leg, but it's like a tree trunk, and it's got those wrinkles in it. And then the other blind man would say, no, it's like long and straight, with like a fluffy bit at the end. You'd be feeling the tail. So they're all competing with each other. But they're all looking at the same. Well, they're all excuse me. No offence to anybody. They're all feeling the same subject. So if they were to cooperate, they would get a good idea of what the elephant looked like. But if they're still separated, fighting like this, they've got no idea. So human cooperation, being a lighthouse for another human being, to help them raise their vibration, they will help you. They will help you. So there's another good story of going to meet somebody. Like there's a village, let's say in Tibet, and there's a Zen master living in a house outside of this village, and they're all talking about the village. And one day a man wants to go up and meet the wise man, the master, in his house. So he goes and bangs on the door. It looks like the servant comes and opens the door, and the servant says, he asks the servant, can I see the wise man, the master? And the wise man takes him through the house, takes him out the other side of the house, and lets him out into the back garden. And the man was confused. He said, where's the wise man? He says, everyone you meet is a wise man or woman. Everyone you meet. There's something in everybody. Something in everybody. No matter how brusque or obnoxious they may be, there's something in everybody that's good. And if you're a lighthouse to help other people become better, you'll see that. You'll see that good in them. You'll also see all the other stuff, but you'll see the good in them. That's where these terms indigo children and light workers come from in this new age we live in now. And I feel like I'm an indigo. I look to this world from my earliest memories going, my goodness me, what is this mess? Human beings not cooperating with each other, human beings fighting with each other. School, I was going to schools that were not really educating me in the way that I wanted to be educated. I completely rebelled against the whole system. I wasn't with it at all. And that apparently gives me the term indigo. I'm an indigo child. But where does that come from? It comes from, it was a term, it was coined by a parapsychologist called Nancy Ann Tapp. And she was talking about the extraordinary people that were being born that were rebelling straight away. I think they call them now people with OCD. But now they're looking at their surroundings and situations saying, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I don't blame them. I felt the same. And there's more and more of them being born now as the world starts to change and evolve. And you'll be seeing more of them rising up and taking positions of responsibility as the world, as the old matrix, the old ways start to die off. Because imagine if you're in a position of enormous power and influence. Would you want to let go of that? Would you want to let go of that really seriously? If you spent generations as a family building this power, building this network that gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you almost get to the point where you're controlling the whole world, and you want to control the whole world. Can you imagine that? Families doing that together. It's called the Committee of 100. And there's a Committee of 13 as well, I believe. And societies that have no name that you can't research. But there are these committees, and they are steering the world in the way that it shouldn't be steered. And that is all coming to an end. It's coming to an end. The matrix is falling. This is a house of cards that's going to drop. Up to us and the indigo children, the light workers, to convince the majority, well, it doesn't have to be the majority, there's about 30% of people that you will be able to speak to in our society, that you can raise their vibration. You can be a lighthouse for them to say, look, you can do this too. You can do this too. And that's the people that you need to reach out from. They might not even be your friends right now. Do you really need them as friends if they're lowering your vibration? Do you really need them as people around you if they're not adding to you becoming the best version of yourself? Do they need to be around you? No, they don't. Then you will start to attract people into your life who will find you interesting because you've got something different to say. You've got something different that's interesting, and that will expand their consciousness and their way of thinking about the life, the world and their life, and their mindset will start to move and get away from all this conditioning that keeps them stuck in this matrix that will hold on. It's like holding on to the sinking Titanic. Whoa! Here we go. No, let it all go. Let it all go gently. You detach from it, and I personally didn't understand that word detach. When someone said you need to detach from that, it doesn't mean completely ignoring it, and it doesn't mean not caring. I think some people in the New Age community really feel like it's, I don't really care about you. I think that's wrong. Personally, I think you should care about everything, but don't let it affect you. If something is bad, look at it. That's bad. You can move on. Then you can detach completely. But with love people around you that you love or care about, you can keep them in your vicinity, but you don't have to be attached to them, or this society that is sinking like a stone. More and more people are seeing political upheavals, political lies. We're seeing it right now with the Conservative Party in the UK. My goodness me, hasn't these last few months been a real eye-opener to everybody, even if you're not really into politics like me, even though I studied it at A level. It is a shambles, absolute shambles what they're doing. And this is being highlighted, and then you know the next bunch of jokers that come in is going to be a shambles too. So there's no political solution to this. The solution is within all of us. So praise all the indigos, all the chosen ones, all the light workers. Now we've got the rainbow children coming through, and they look awesome, awesome. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep shining the light. Sarang Hamida.